So hello everyone. So welcome to our third video of Python automation series. Okay. So in this video we will be creating a file organizer using Python. Okay. So what basically a file organizer will do. Okay. For example, in your PC you are having a download folder. Okay. In that download folder there are different files present based on their extension. Okay, for example .jpg, .png, .txt, .pdf. Okay, mp4, and similarly some your programming based script. Okay, python or .shell. Okay, sh. So now your job is to categorize these file into folders based on their extension, and that folder will be your images folder. Okay, document folder. Okay, and videos folder. Okay, and they will be having their files based on their extension, which I have displayed over there, as you can see. Okay, images will have .png, .jpg, .jpeg. Documents will have your .pdf, .docx. Okay, and videos having the .mp4. Okay, so you are basically doing these stuff using that Python script. So our job is to automate the manual work. So this Python script comes in picture. Okay, so let's I will give you a demo of the script. Okay, so as you can see there is a download folder. Okay, and there are different files present of different extension. Now I will categorize these files into their specific folder. Okay, I will create that folders through this Python script only. Okay, so let's make our job done. So Python, and what is the Python script name? File organizer demo. Okay, file organizer demo, and I will give the path of our download folder. Okay, that is download demo. Okay, so now run. Okay, what is this? We can see in our console. Okay, we will come back to our console first. Let's see there. Okay, so there is an archive folder. As you can see, all .rar and .zip file move to that archive folder. Okay, and in document folder you can see 4 files are moved based on their extension. Okay, that I have specified in the code over there. Okay, and now there are some images which are moved to the images folder. Okay, .jpg, .png. Okay, now you can see here I did not categorize them, so they are left over there. Okay, we can categorize them also, so they will be moved. Okay, so now let's start our code. Okay, before moving to code I will want to explain you that what Python modules I have used in that Python script. Okay, so in this Python script we have used import sys, path. Okay, import path, import shutil, import logging, import time. So why we are using each of them? So let's understand. So import sys is used to access the command line arguments. So I already explained this in our previous video. Okay, that I use sys.argv1 that is used to pass the first parameter to our Python script. Okay, and zero indexing is used for your Python script name itself. Okay, now path, the modern approach for clean and path handling. So this approach we will be used to declare our path and using that path in our Python script. Okay, now import shutil. Import shutil module is used to move the files safely. Why safely? Because we don't want that our file is getting corrupted. Okay, so it should move our file completely. Okay, not left in a midway. Okay, now import logging, this module is used to log script activities like how our script is working, and if something goes wrong, that we can check the logs. Okay, in the txt format and the format which we can specify. Okay, now import time is used to calculate the time. Okay, so these modules we will be using over here. I also explained that script can be used in various purposes, but our main focus is the first point. Okay, the file automation. Okay, so how this script is working, this is an overview. Okay, extracting the extensions. Okay, extensions I have already explained that there is a .pdf. Okay, pdf, jpg. Okay, these. Okay, normalized case, so we will be handling the keywords if there is a extension like that. Okay, so we will be converting it to PDF. We are checking with the smaller keyword. Okay, trying matching category. Okay, creating folder if needed. What folder? You can see over there, that images folder, document folder, video, scripts, archives. Okay, and now moving file these files into our folders. Okay, based on category, and marking as moved, printing logs. Okay, if no match, then skip. Okay, so this is the overview of our code. Okay, so I hope you understand the basics. Okay, before jumping to the code. Okay, let's go. So we will be writing our code. Okay. Okay, so first we will start by importing the libraries. Okay, so imports is used for getting the command line argument. Okay, now we will be importing pathlib. Okay, just pressing tab, that is my style. Okay, so I have imported all the required libraries and I already explained these libraries. Okay, why we are using. So then we will be creating our entry point. Okay, entry point, that is if name equal to name. Okay, now we have created our entry point of our Python script, that this will make sure that scripts run only when executed directly, not when we import it as a module. Okay, so we have created the entry point. Okay, now we will be creating the def main functions. Okay, in def main function, this functions is the start point. Okay, so first of all we will be declaring declaring a variable. Okay, that will store that will store the folder path. Okay, so I have created that. In previous video now I have explained you that before using sys argument, now we will define a base condition that user has giving the right set of argument. Okay, to our Python script. Okay, so now condition is done. Now as you can see, we are recording now, we will be recording the start time of and the end time of our Python script. And how we will be getting our start time? Using the time module. Okay, we will be having start time, that will be start time before the script execute. Okay, before script execute. And okay, and the end time will be calculated when the script successfully completed. Okay, so let's define our start time using the time. Okay, recording the start time and organizing, and that this is our main function, organize file. Okay, when this function will be completed successfully, we will be recording the end time. So this is the simple approach to calculate the start time and end time. Okay, just placing the our main functions between them. Okay, so that's done, and here is the print statement, time taken, end time minus start time. Okay, so rounding off using round off function. Okay, so nothing to explain much over there. Okay, so let's define our main function. Okay, organize files, and we will be passing the folder path. Okay, that will be our download. Okay, so now coming over there. Okay, so first of all we will create a variable that will be having our download path. Okay, folder path. Okay, but this folder path will be having, our download.demo or download. Okay, download. Okay, so in our case it will be having download. Okay, download.demo I will already use, so I am using download folder here because it does not have. Okay, so we are having the our target path. Okay, so we will be also check now if our provided path does not exist, so we will be logging an error. Okay, So for that, logging error if path no, does not exist. Okay, so let's log our path. If not base path exist, folder does not exist, and logging the error. Okay, we will see that where it's come into picture. Okay, it's basically we will be declaring a log function. Okay, now we will be declaring our log function because we are using that logging dot error. Okay, so for that we are using logging configuration. So logging configuration. Okay, in that logging configuration we will be having file name. Okay, name of the log file. Okay, and level. Oh, lot of spelling mistake. Level. Okay, that level will be your info. And which info, like what type of error it is, error or basically information it is, like critical. Okay, critical error. Okay, so based on like that. Okay, and now the format of uh, that log in our .txt file. Okay, or .log file. Okay, so now creating our logging configuration, logging dot base config. So here you can see we are creating a file called log file organizer dot log. Okay, so in this file we will be storing our logs of that our python script. Okay, so we are creating our basic functions, and you know that level means that which type of error it is. Okay, error. Okay, error, or it is a warning, info, critical, what is like that. Okay, so like that. And that sky is basically the format. Yes, you can see my agent is giving that example, that year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, that is basically the format. Okay, so and we also print that our log of the script has started. Okay, for that logging logging info started. Okay, started, and here I have printed the logs over there. Okay, so our logging part is completed. Okay, so now move to our the core functions. Okay, so we have declared our base condition, a folder path not present. Okay, okay, and what if we have the download folder already present? Okay, so we will be print that our organizing files is present over there. So we will be moving to our next condition. So according to our categorizing dictionary, we will see we have to create that dictionary. Okay, based on their key values. Okay, so images will be having .png, .jpg, and .jpg. Okay, so first of all we can see how much extensions are there. We did not handle that xlsx, docx. Okay, .ppt, .txt we are already handled, so we will handle these also. Okay, so now we will be creating a dictionary. Okay, we will be creating dictionary. Okay, dictionary to map file extensions, okay, to folder names. Okay, so we will be having key as a folder name, key as a folder name. Okay, and value value as a list of extension. Okay, now we declaring our dictionary. As you can see, images, documents, videos, this is our folder name. Okay, and this is extensions. Okay, so after that, now our main logic will be there, that looping condition. Okay, and that looping condition, our main logic will be resides over there. Okay, so first of all we will create a for loop. Okay, and what for loop having a variable name file. Okay, we will loop through each item inside the given folder. And what is that given folder? That is download folder. Okay, So file in our base path download, and we are using iter.dir method to iterate. Okay, and here we will be having our skip condition. Okay, so skip condition. So skip condition basically use if the process only file, okay, not folder. If there are folder present inside folder, we will be skipping that. We will only focus on our files. Okay, our main target is to get these files and move this file into this specified folder which we are categorizing in our dictionary. Okay, so if file present in if file is dir, continue. Okay, skip directories, process only file. Okay, after that we are extracting the file extension and convert it into lowercase. Okay, we are handling it. Okay, so uh, extract file extension. Okay, and convert it to lowercase. Okay, lowercase. Okay, so for example there is a there is a demo dot pdf. So what it will do, it will convert it into pdf. Okay, so we are handling the base condition. Okay, if we will follow the good approach. Okay, now we will be creating a flag, and that flag will be used that our required file is moved or not. Okay, so now creating the flag over there. Okay, file underscore move equal to false, because we did not run our main logic, so it will be false, not true. It did not work automatically. Okay, so now we will be creating another for loop, and that for loop will be used to loop through each category to find the matching extension. Okay, so for that we will be having our folder name. Okay, we will be having our folder name. Okay, and we will be having folder name and extensions. Okay, extension in categorize dot item dictionary. Okay, and if file extension in extension. So but basically do check if the file extension belong to the current category or not. Okay, so we will be checking it over there. So now we will be first take our target folder. Okay, base path. What is base path? Download or folder name, that will be your these folders. Okay, images, document, videos, scripts. Okay, okay, and we will be creating directory, because as you can see in downloads folder there is no such that categorized folder is there. Okay, so we have to create that. Okay, and this shutil.move is used to move the files to our required folders. Okay, safely. Okay, so this function will be used. Okay, and that login function we are using to print the logs that file is moved or not. Okay, and we are just making true to our flag over there and then breaking the condition. Okay, so also we will check if not. Okay, if not means if file is not moved, we are printing that log over there. And after these files are printed, okay, these file are printed, we will be printing file organization completed. Okay, also logging info. That's it. So this is our code. Okay, so wait, I will check. I also na place archive folder. Okay, in document na I will also place my uh, ppt.x. Okay, ppt.x, also .xlsx, and or docx is already done. Okay, so that's it. So I just want to handle these one also. Okay, because they are left over. Okay, so before starting it now, we will be our file organizer. Okay, and here now I will be first check some logs over there. Okay, so I know that download demo folder and download folder is present. Let we will be taking the folder which is not present. Boom, folder does not exist, time taken 0 because it does not do any process. And you can see our logs are there. Okay, there is a format which we have specified, and this is level. Okay, level error, provided folder does not exist. This is our information. Okay, moving to our logging function now, you will be understanding these values. Okay, here you can see this is our file organizer.log. Okay, so it is basically printing the error if the files are not moving. Okay, so now we will be taking our correct folder path here, that is download. Boom. Okay, oh my god, you can see here that all files are being moving and it's capturing in our logs. Okay, so now moving to our download folders, you can see there is no leftover. All things are getting moved as per our expectation and nothing left. And previously we are having some leftover files over there. So this is our Python script, file organizer Python script. Okay, so you have the understanding of the some required modules. Okay, and these modules now you will be using almost like 30 to 40% of your Python scripts. Okay, because now these interact with your systems files. Okay, and while you are creating a Jenkins pipeline, for example, you will be interacting with your operating system. Okay, so these modules comes into the picture. Okay, so that's it for our third video. Okay, now we will be covering some medium level topics. Okay, medium level topics like, for example, creating data from the API. Okay, and storing that API into Excel. Okay, and sending that and data of Excel. Okay, through mail. Okay, we will be using some modules like SMTP. Okay, but I will not cover these three topics in a single video. We will be creating the three videos. Okay, and we will link these three videos. Okay, so it will be better to understand. Okay, so thank you guys, and let's end this video.